getting ready for one of the hardest days of their lives. Tomorrow, Anne-Marie Forder and her family will say their final farewell to their mum.
The door was always open to anybody. She'd look after anybody. She used to take. She's always taking the waifs and strays, as we call it, and always been there for people. Always will be. You know, always have. And you know, she was my best friend. She wasn't just my mum. She was my best friend as well. And it's really hurting. You know what I mean? It's hurting to think that I've got to have all this on my shoulders, and plus to bury her tomorrow, which is gonna, you know, it's breaking my heart.
But the battle to stay in their family home will continue beyond Friday. That's because Anne-Marie's been told she has a few weeks to stay in her home for 45 years. She says she knows there's a need for 3-bedroom houses in the area, but she doesn't want to be made homeless.
When my dad died in 2009, the tenancy came to my mum. That is it. The tenancy will not go down another time. It cannot. It's the law. I know that, and I know that it's a 3-bedroomed house, and I know there's people out there that are desperate to get into a 3-bedroom house, but this is my home. I haven't had any other home since I was 6 years old. I came here. If they could give me somewhere smaller where I can take my family, which is my animals, that's all I've got left. I've got nothing else. And the possessions of this house, which is 45 years, then I'll go. I don't mind. But they need to understand that I cannot just be thrown out on the street. There's nowhere for me to put the possessions. There's nowhere to put the animals. Nothing.
Anne-Marie cared for her mum and dad for 12 years in the home and working at the same time. She says caring and working has affected her health.
It took a bit of time, but now I've been diagnosed with a few things myself: osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, COPD myself, because I used to smoke, but I haven't smoked for the last 10 years.
Her story was recently in the Daily Echo, where the housing association Evicted, who own her home, say she may be able to stay a bit longer there. But Anne-Marie says she hasn't heard anything from them.
They're saying in the paper, he's saying that they've said I can stay for a while, but that they haven't told me, so I'm still worried that I've got we will be down 2 weeks now left to get out of the property. I don't know. I've got no idea. I need to know what they're going to do. I need to know what their intentions are, because I need to sort myself out. I don't know what it is. You know, they're not saying anything to me. They're not telling me anything. You know, they're saying it in papers. They're saying it to the MPs that I've got involved, but they're not telling me.
And she thinks her mum would be upset to find out the situation that she is in.
That's why she wrote back in 2010 to Chris Hume, 2010, where they actually also said about that they wouldn't be, the tenancy couldn't go to me, but they wouldn't leave me. They would find suitable accommodation for me. They said that in 2010.
But after speaking to Evicted, their view on the situation is a little different. They've said in a statement that they continue to emphasise with the situation and support their customer through this difficult time. Recognising the circumstances, we've said it's possible to remain in the property whilst we support our customer to find alternative, smaller accommodation. Daniel Padwick, That's TV.